So I'm joined by Craig Meakin after the 1-1 draw at Bourne Town today. Interesting result, interesting game, feisty overall. What did you make of it, Craig?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty even game in terms of the battling, but I think we should have probably won it really. Kyle's header was the only clear chance I think they had. Sorry, Kyle's header was the only threat, and that was just 1 times out of 10 that goes in. So other than that, I thought Kyle was superb. So there's nothing against him for that. But yeah, I think we should have won it. They battled, but I don't think they did enough to win it. Whereas I think we did.
Yeah, absolutely. I think first off, we were the stronger team.
Yeah.
Obviously, we took the 1-0 lead into half time, and generally we played quite well on a pitch that is tough to play on, especially considering their record this season.
Yeah.
What did you think of our performance in that first half?
Our performance in the first half was very, very good. I think we probably should have scored maybe a couple more, if I'm honest. Jebba obviously took his goal really, really well, but I think we probably should have gone a little bit for the jugular, a little bit more. I think we could have definitely done more, and the sin bin to Greg just absolutely killed us. I don't know what was said. I think Fitz is probably the best one to ask about that, because he was right next to it. Obviously Greg's going to have a biased opinion on it, but the ref in the first half was just, you couldn't talk to him in any way. Second half he just calmed down. I don't know what was up there in the first half, to be fair, but yeah, I think we should have won the game in the first half, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a tough one with the referee, and for Greg personally, it took 10 minutes out of his game, and then when he came back on, he got his hamstring problem, and we had a few injuries in the second half as well, including yourself right at the end. Do you think that hindered us in any way?
Yeah, 100%. It just stops the rhythm of the game. We've been so unlucky with centre halves, and we just keep battling through. And Greg's not even a centre half, but he's been brilliant there. We could do with some of the centre halves back. To be fair, as soon as he's back, that'll make a big change. So hopefully he comes back sooner rather than later. But yeah, the sin bin was. Sin bins are ridiculous. You shouldn't be getting sin bin at this level. It's just stupid. But obviously I don't know what was said. But even so, it's a yellow card, and you just crack on with the game. Sin bins are ridiculous, and it's killed him. And that might put him out for the season now because of a ridiculous decision that the sin bins just should not happen. It's just childish.
Yeah, that's it. And Bourne, they've been higher in the table than us for quite a few months now. As we know, it's a very tough place to come, and they've been a team in form. They had their chances. It was a fairly level second half, I thought, but we did keep them out for most of the game. So,
considering how Bourne were in the first game, I thought they was one of the best teams in the league in the first game.
Yeah,
I've said this to everyone that we played against or the team. I thought compared to that, they was poor today. Compared to what they were at our place, they was poor. And I really do think that. I thought they was brilliant at our place, but I don't know what happened today. I thought we was probably in 4th gear for most of the game, so there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more that we could have gave in terms of winning that game. That was the only thing that lacked. But we was superb with injuries again. We're missing a couple of wingers. Sasha's just come back from COVID. Sol's just come back from wherever. So he's been injured. We did everything we possibly could with a long trip down to Bourne, but considering where they were when we first played them, there's no way near us. No way near us.
And are there any sort of rude chances at the end there with Solis and Sasha in the second half as well? Again,
they've been injured. They're going to be rusty, so it's harsh to say that about them. But they're quality players. Once they get back, they'll be fine. But it's one of those things. When we're missing a lot of players, Jevon's got a dislocated finger or something. Again, we're just it's Saturday Tuesday is relentless. Tank's injured. He's hurt his calf, so he's not 100%. It's Saturday Tuesday it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, we just go with what we've got, and we keep playing well. But in terms of finishing the game at the end, no, I think it would be harsh to say that they should have done more. In my opinion, I thought that when they came on, they was good.
But we know we need as many wins as possible from the remaining games now, don't we? And what is the focus in those last 9 or 10 games?
The focus is the same as what it was in the first half of the season. It's just take every game as it comes. The only difference now is that at the start of the season everyone was fit. Obviously not now. So to be fair, we just take every game as it comes. That's all we can do. Because Grantham on Tuesday, everyone expects us to win that by X amount of goals. They chuck in 4 or 5 first teamers. and the game completely changes.
Yeah.
That's again ridiculous. But all we can do is just keep taking every game as it comes and play whoever the 11 is that we play against. We'll be in the playoffs and we'll be fine, I think. Whether we're second, third, fourth or fifth, it'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, and then big match at Hugall on Tuesday, isn't it? And what are we expecting to see out of that?
Honestly, we'll just take every game as it comes. Hopefully we can get a few people back, the likes of Tutone, Sasha and Sola back now. You know, there's a few, Joe Meakin's back, he's been away for a little bit. Jordan's back, he's fit. Jevon, hopefully his finger's okay. Yinka's been brilliant. I think we just can take every game as it comes. Everyone's playing really well, and the most important thing is when we work hard, we win games, and that was shown against Aylestone. And we probably should have won it today, but I can see a draw being one of those results.
Brilliant. Well, we'll see you there on Tuesday.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers.